My best friend called me ugly out of nowhere, and now I'm stuck wondering, was it just a stupid joke? Or a glimpse of how he really sees me? I've known my friend for years long enough that I can't even remember the exact moment we met anymore. What I do remember is how quickly we clicked. She wasn't just a hangout sometimes type of friend. She became the kind of person you call in the middle of the night when your world feels like it's falling apart. We built our bond on countless little moments, late-night study sessions in school, inside jokes that no one else would ever get, endless conversations about our dreams and fears. I valued her because she wasn't just present during the good times, she stood by me in the hard ones too when I was struggling. She showed up when I had something to celebrate. She was the first person I wanted there. She knew parts of me that I didn't share with anyone else. And in a way, I trusted her like family. She made me feel like I wasn't alone in this world, like I had someone who would always be in my corner. No matter what had happened, when we were hanging out with a group of people, which made it sting even more. We were joking around, trading harmless comments back and forth, and then out of nowhere, she called me ugly. She said it casually, like it was nothing, like it was just another word tossed into the conversation. Everyone else kind of laughed awkwardly, and I felt this hot wave of embarrassment crawl over me on the outside. I tried to play it off. I forced a small laugh, pretended it didn't matter because the last thing I wanted was to give anyone the satisfaction of seeing me hurt. But inside it hit hard. It wasn't just the word. It was the fact that she said it. Someone I thought would always lift me up, never tear me down after she said it. She didn't even flinch. She laughed like it was the funniest thing in the world. Like she had just dropped the perfect punchline when I didn't laugh as hard as everyone else. She waved her hand and said, "Relax. It's just a joke. Don't be so sensitive." That made it even worse because it felt like she was putting the blame on me for being hurt instead of owning what she'd said. She carried on with the conversation, like nothing had happened, as if those words hadn't just landed in the middle of my chest like a brick. Meanwhile, I was sitting there trying to process it. My brain kept spinning in circles. Was she really just joking? Or did she mean it? Friends are supposed to hype each other up, not cut each other down. I kept asking myself if she really valued me. Why would she use that word? Especially in front of other people. Part of me wanted to brush it off like she said, to tell myself that maybe I was overthinking it, but another part of me couldn't let go of the fact that it felt cruel. I tried to replay her tone, her expression, even her body language, hoping I'd find some clue that it really was harmless. Instead, I kept landing on the same thought. She looked like she meant it, and that realization hurt more than the word itself because it shook the trust I'd always had in her. The thing is, this wasn't the first time she'd made comments like that. Looking back, there had always been little jabs calling me dramatic when I opened up about something personal, joking about my clothes not being her style or giving backhanded compliments. Like, "You actually look nice today." At the time, I brushed those moments aside, telling myself that's just how she jokes, that she didn't mean anything by it. But when you start stacking them together, it paints a different picture. It felt less like harmless teasing and more like she enjoyed cutting me down a notch whenever she could. And that's what makes it so confusing. Because we've also had genuinely good times together. We've stayed up all night talking about life, crying over heartbreaks, celebrating wins, laughing until our stomachs hurt. She's been there for me in moments when I needed someone the most, which is why I kept excusing the comments. I thought if she didn't care, she wouldn't be around during the hard times. That history of support is what made the ugly comment sting so badly. It didn't match the version of her I wanted to believe in. It left me stuck in this strange place. Do I focus on all the years of friendship and the good memories? Or do I face the fact that maybe she's been chipping away at me little by little under the cover of jokes? That's the part I keep wrestling with. Should I just forgive her and move on? Or is this one of those moments that's meant to open my eyes to the fact that the friendship might not be as healthy as I thought? On one hand, nobody's perfect, people say dumb things, and sometimes friends cross lines without realizing it. If I walk away every time someone hurts me, won't I end up pushing everyone out of my life? But then there's the other side of it. If I keep letting things slide, am I teaching her that it's okay to disrespect me? I don't want to be the kind of person who overreacts, who can't take a joke, who makes everything heavy at the same time. I don't want to be the kind of person who sits quietly while someone chips away at my self-worth. It feels like a test of balance. How do I tell the difference between normal bumps in a friendship and a pattern that's actually toxic? I keep asking myself, if I let this go, what's to stop her from saying something worse next time? But if I cut her off, am I throwing away years of history over one word?